Hello students, let's begin with the next unit of our syllabus, unit number 9, hydrogen. Okay, we all know about hydrogen. We have seen hydrogen in the periodic table. It is the first element in the periodic table. Its atomic number is 1. It is the lightest element known. In nature, hydrogen exists in the form of H2 and it is also known as dihydrogen. The atomic hydrogen, or what we can say H, exists only at high temperature. So in natural state, it exists in the form of H2, which is known as dihydrogen. Okay, it is a gas. Now, what is the occurrence of hydrogen? It is the most abundant element. About 70% of the mass of universe is made up of hydrogen. In the free state, it is present in the atmosphere of sun and the other stars. About half of the mass of sun is made up of hydrogen. And Jupiter and Saturn, they consist mostly of hydrogen only. Okay, but it is not present in Earth's atmosphere. Why? Because it is very light and Earth does not have that much gravitational pull to attract the hydrogen molecules. So hydrogen is not found in the Earth atmosphere in the free state, but in the combined state it is present in various compounds like H2O, okay, in hydrocarbons. So in Earth or on our Earth, hydrogen is present mostly in the combined form. Now, so on Earth it is present in the combined form such as compounds like water, hydrocarbons, carbohydrates, proteins. It is not present in Earth atmospheres because Earth does not have that enough gravitational pull to attract the light hydrogen molecules. Okay, so this is all about the introduction of hydrogen. Now we'll talk about its position in the periodic table. Okay, means what is the nature of hydrogen. Now we'll discuss the unique position of hydrogen in the periodic table. Okay, now the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Okay, so it is the first element in our periodic table. But what happens? Hydrogen resembles. Now, if it is the first element in our periodic table, it is placed in group number 1. Okay, group number 1 means the group of alkali metals like sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, but it also resembles with halogens. Okay, now what are halogens? Halogens means the members of group number 17. Now what is the reason behind this? Hydrogen has one electron in its valence shell. It is having only single electron. And all the elements which have single electron in their valence shell, they belong to group number 1. So hydrogen is placed along with alkali metals in group number 1. But hydrogen is having one electron less than the nearest noble gas. Now, which is the nearest noble gas to hydrogen? It is helium. Now, what is the configuration of helium? 1s2. And hydrogen is deficient in one electron to acquire the configuration similar to helium. So, it is placed, or we can say it resembles with halogens because halogens also have one electron less than the nearest noble gas. So we can say that although hydrogen is placed in group number 1 along with alkali metals, but it also resembles with halogens which are non-metals. So now we are going to discuss the position of hydrogen in the periodic table. Now first we are going to discuss that how hydrogen resembles with alkali metals. The first resemblance is in the electronic configuration only. Hydrogen has one electron in the valence shell and the alkali metals also have one electron in the valence shell. Okay, so it is placed along with alkali metals. You can see hydrogen is 1s1, atomic number of lithium is 3, so it is 1s2 2s1. Likewise sodium is neon 3s1. Okay, so they have one electron in the valence shell. The second resemblance is electropositive nature. Like alkali metals, hydrogen also loses one electron to form positive ion. We all know H plus is readily formed. So alkali metals are also electropositive and hydrogen is also electropositive. Okay. The third is oxidation state. In the compounds, hydrogen as well as the alkali metals show an oxidation state of +1. Or we can say the valency of hydrogen is also 1 and the valency of group first elements or the alkali metals is also 1. Okay, so these are the 3 points of resemblances. Some more are also there. The next is combination with electronegative elements. Like alkali metals, hydrogen also forms binary compounds with halogens, oxygen and sulfur. Now these are electronegative elements. So HCl exists, NaCl exists. Like Na2O exists, H2O also exists. So this reaction or these compounds show that hydrogen shows a electropositive nature because it can combine with electronegative elements. The next point is both hydrogen as well as alkali metals are strong reducing agents. Okay, now you can see Fe3O4. If I add hydrogen gas, it is reduced to Fe. Likewise, alkali metals also act as strong reducing agent. They can reduce any compound, okay, and themselves they are oxidized. So they are strong reducing agents. And why they are strong reducing agents? Because what is a reducing agent? Which itself is oxidized. And what is oxidation? Loss of electron. Since hydrogen as well as alkali metals can readily lose electrons during any reaction, so they behave as strong reducing agents. So these are 5 points of resemblances between hydrogen and alkali metals. Now next is resemblance with halogens. The first is electronic configuration. Halogens as well as hydrogen have one electron less than the nearest noble gas. So hydrogen is 1s1, helium is 1s2. Like fluorine, we have one electron less than the nearest noble gas configuration. The next resemblance is ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy of hydrogen is quite close to halogens, and that is not very less value, it's quite high. Hydrogen is 1312 kilojoules per mole, and if we see the values of fluorine and chlorine, you can see that the values are quite close. So this is another resemblance, means it is very difficult to remove electron. This value is quite a high value. Electronegative character. Hydrogen shows both the things. It can lose electron also and it can also gain electron. If hydrogen can gain one electron, its configuration will become equal to helium, just like halogens. So hydrogen shows electropositive nature also. It can form H plus also and it can form H minus also. Means hydrogen can show an oxidation state of +1 also and it can show an oxidation state of -1 also. The next resemblance is oxidation state, as I told you. Hydrogen also shows an oxidation state of -1 in the compounds like sodium hydride. Now here it is +1 and it is -1. Okay, so this is another resemblance. Diatomic nature. Like halogens, hydrogen also exists as diatomic molecule. H2, okay, F2Cl2 like this. Next is, like halogens, hydrogen is also non-metallic in nature. Okay, and one important point is also there, that hydrogen also forms covalent compounds. Okay, just like halogens, hydrogen also forms covalent compounds. So these are few points of resemblances with halogens. So hydrogen in some respects resembles with alkali metals, but in some respects it resembles with halogens. So it is showing its resemblance with alkali metals also as well as halogens also. Now we'll discuss the points of differences, how it differs from alkali metals and how it differs from halogens. Now, points of differences from alkali metals. The first difference is ionization enthalpy of hydrogen is very high as compared to alkali metals. Okay, it is very difficult to remove electron from hydrogen. It requires a large amount of energy, whereas alkali metals, they lose their electron at room temperature only. The second difference is alkali metals are monoatomic, okay, but hydrogen is diatomic. It exists in the form of H2. But if we see the structure of lithium sodium, we'll find lithium 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 or sodium 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 bond is there. Alkali metals are metallic, but hydrogen is non-metallic. Okay, and hydrogen is gas at room temperature, whereas alkali metals are solids at room temperature. Alkali metals form ionic compounds, whereas hydrogen forms covalent compounds. Okay, so hydrogen differs from alkali metals in many respects. Now, differences from halogens. Hydrogen has less tendency to form H minus ions, but X minus is formed readily. Okay, we can see that F minus, Cl minus, they are readily formed, but H minus is formed with difficulty, and it is formed only with less number of, it is formed only in lesser compounds. Okay, only in the hydrides we can find H minus. Absence of lone pair of electrons. Now you can see H2 is formed. This hydrogen was having one electron, it was having one electron, and both are sharing. But fluorine, after giving one electron, now it is left with 6 electrons. So when halogens combine, they are having lone pair of electrons, but hydrogen does not have any lone pair of electrons. The oxide of hydrogen H2 is neutral, but the oxides of halogens are acidic. So now we can conclude that hydrogen resembles with alkali metals as well as with halogens. Hydrogen differ from alkali metals as well as from halogens also. So the position of hydrogen in the periodic table is not clear till now. It is controversial. That's why hydrogen is not studied with either S block or P block or D block or F block. It is studied separately in the periodic table. Okay, so we'll not discuss the properties of hydrogen in any with any other block elements, but we'll discuss the properties of hydrogen alone. Okay, now we'll discuss isotopes of hydrogen. Isotopes are the different forms of same element having same atomic number but different mass numbers. Okay, the first is protium. This is the normal hydrogen. This is deuterium and this is tritium. Now protium is 1h1, deuterium is 1h2, and tritium is 1h3. The number of protons are 1, 1 and 1. That is, atomic number is same. If protons are 1, the number of electrons are also 1, 1 and 1. But neutrons, protium is having 0, it is having 1 and it is having 2. Deuterium is also known as heavy hydrogen. Protium is the most abundant form of hydrogen, okay, which is present in the universe, and tritium is radioactive isotope of hydrogen. So these are the three isotopes of hydrogen, and these three isotopes only differ in the number of neutrons.